We're live once again. I am the industry. Billy Smalls, Billy the Kid, Billy Bougie. You know what I'm saying? Today, this is an album review. This is episode 24. Episode 24, I believe. If it's wrong, we will correct it for sure. We're gonna talk about Wale's new Shine album for real. Like, this is his 5th solo album that he's put out. He's been with Maybach for a while. First week numbers didn't do so well though. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into that definitely. I want to just break down track for track. We're gonna do this I Am the Industry style. Go to IamTheIndustry.com. First off, this is my moment to shine by myself. Okay, so first of all, let me just go ahead and shout myself out. You gotta shout yourself out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta go follow me because I post music all the time. You're definitely gonna go ahead and follow me at mainstream garbage _ music _ is garbage. So mainstream _ music _ is garbage. Go ahead and check it out because you know what I'm saying. Mainstream music is garbage, but this new Wale album really, to me, is not garbage. So let's talk about this. Like I said, we're gonna do this I'm the Industry style. You know how we do it. If you've seen our website, you know how we get down, right? So first and foremost, let's go ahead and break down different components to the album. First of all, you know what I'm saying? Because the album is comprised of a bunch of different things, right? Okay, obviously, right? So first of all, the overall grade I would give to Wale's new album, I would probably give it a 8. You're probably like, what? An 8? Right? An 8? Well, I would give it an 8 just because. I don't know. I didn't even read the reviews about the album. I didn't even know that his first week sales were garbage trash. You know what I'm saying? But when I listened to it, it definitely had an appeal to it. I definitely would give it an 8. And I just feel like the production was on point. So overall, that's part of it. So overall, give it an 8. Production-wise, I'll give it another 8. Okay, another 8, definitely. Lyrics, I don't think he was quite too lyrical on this album. There's probably a few points where, some of the biggest Wale fans out there who are listening could probably point out some points where he really was crazy with the wordplay and all of that. But I'll probably say as far as wordplay, as far as lyrics go, I would give it a low 6. I'll give it a 6. Definitely because, we'll get into that. I'm going to say that. But melody-wise, as far as melody, I'll give that about an 8. I think that production and melody kind of coincide, right? Those kind of go together, right? Subject matter, I mean, subject matter will be, from my perspective, subject matter, where I'm at right now with my vibrations, I would definitely say subject matter is probably a 7, a 6 or 7. Okay, a 6.5. A 6.5 for that, all right? Replay value is definitely a 10 because it has a lot of stuff you could play. If you're going out, a lot of stuff. I could hear this is like definitely has some summer joints on it, summer vibes on it. This is something definitely you could play at a summer, like a family cookout or something like that, or whatever you're doing in the next few weeks, next few months. Whether you just go to work in the summer and you're not really doing nothing, it's still something you could roll to. So I definitely would give that probably replay value a 10. It definitely has some you could play it over and over. I found myself playing a few tracks over and over. Now, down to some more. We're getting into the details now. We're not to the lowdown yet. We're about to get to that. But as far as favorite songs go, let's break that down. So I'm going to give y'all my favorite songs. Give us, favorite songs. This doesn't reflect everybody on the I Am the Industry staff, though. It doesn't. But this is just mine, okay? So just deal with me. Just bear with me, okay? So first of all, I like Thank God. Thank God is definitely the intro. I was like, ooh, that call. If you an old school head, like in the old school hip hop, you know how many times this joint has been sampled, okay? Thank God was definitely probably one of my favorites. Definitely going into Running featuring Lil Wayne was another favorite of mine. I felt like I'm not a big Wayne fan, but I definitely felt Wayne, like I was glad he was on this track. That was good. Getting into track number 3, I like Scarface was another favorite. When we start getting into My Love, again, My Love, no. Okay, now I know what we're talking about. My Love was the one that needle drop. Fucking needle drop. Yo, this dude look brainy as shit too. He be looking like mad brainy. What's the dude's name on Needle Drop, right? But he was totally wrong on that shit. I would not have said that about Needle Drop. I definitely get the Nigerian, like African flavor in that. So definitely My Love was probably a favorite of mine. You know what I'm saying? I get what he's saying, like, because everyone's on that island vibe. I get what he was trying to say, but more so if he was definitely trying to get down on Wale, like exploiting or reappropriating culture, I think that's the term he used. I would more so apply that to Fine Girl. Yeah, definitely Fine Girl is probably one where that was definitely like some Drake shit. You know, Drake is on that island shit. You know, I didn't know, you know. That's definitely something I would do, but you could definitely get the Nigerian vibes off of My Love. So My Love was another favorite. What's another favorite? I like Cocaine White or CC White. That's definitely another favorite of mine. We get to the last of the album, My PYT. My PYT was a favorite. One thing about Wale on this album, he definitely has a lot of old school vibes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna get into some other stuff, but definitely he definitely paid homage to like the stuff that, you know, that made hip hop or made black music. You know what I'm saying? So like My PYT, I like that. He brought Michael Jackson and Marvin Gaye together for that joint. DNA was another good one. I like DNA and then Smile. So that's a good amount of tracks that I like on this. So some of them I just don't like. I'll probably say my least favorite is probably it's got to be between Mathematics and Fish and Grits. Yep, Mathematics and Fish and Grits. So if I toss a coin, I'm gonna just pick one off the top. I'm gonna say probably Fish and Grits. Okay. I didn't like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially between Mathematics and Fish and Grits, he starts really sounding like everybody else in the industry. You know what I'm saying? He really starts sounding not like Wale at all. To me, that's another issue with Wale, is that he really doesn't have, like, Wale has a style, but it really didn't come out in this. Like, I've been a fan of Wale, as you know, since he became like kind of mainstream with Nike boots, you know what I'm saying? And that was like lyrical. That song gets you motivated. That's on your workout playlist. That shit was dope. This Wale is nothing like that. And artists should evolve. I'm not saying he should sound like that at all, but definitely for me, like, that was just, you know what I'm saying? I don't get Wale on this album. I don't feel Wale on this album. So with that being said, you know, we broke down the components of my favorites, least favorites. Originality is another category we usually go into. As far as originality, I'll probably give it a 5. I mean, he's talking about the same shit that everybody's talking about now. I mean, you know, big up to him. I didn't hear like any heavy drug use like Xannies and Percocets and shit without, you know, that shit's corny or whatever. You do it. That's your life. You live your life. You do what you got to do. But as far as originality, to me, that's a 5. Skip or spin, I definitely would say spin this bitch. Spin this motherfucker. Spin that bitch. Because like I said, it has a lot of like replay value as far as like summer hit shit you want to like play when whatever you're doing. Definitely you can ride to it and all of that. So definitely spin. All right. Now, the lowdown on the album. I'm gonna try to be as like detailed as possible. I know there's some Wale heads out there who like know him in and out. First and foremost, I'll say I'm not a Wale hater. I think I'll actually shout out to Wale, big up to Wale. If I had anything personal to say to Wale, I would say keep grinding, because he's motivation to everybody where you are. Because not everybody, like, you know what I'm saying? There's some people get props, some people shine, some people get put on who don't deserve to be put on. You know what I'm saying? And they get on, and it's kind of like, but you feel that you worked harder. You may have worked harder. You may have, even if it's at your 9-to-5 job and shit, or maybe it's whatever, you probably put in extra work than that next person, that next man, and they got put on before you. But that doesn't mean that you're not hot, or that you don't have a good work ethic. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of where I put Wale. Like, he's not Drake. He's not a mega pop star. But we have to step back. Let's look at Wale for real. Since like 08, 09 as a mainstream artist, he's been consistent. He's been still putting out music, even though he feels that he's been blackballed by the industry. You feel me? Like, you know, pretty much he always alludes to, even in his most recent interview, he was talking about his album sales for this album were so weak, right? So he's pretty much talking like, all right, well, you know, album sales are weak or whatever, but I blame it on these major magazines and these major media outlets. They won't give me a chance to shine. They will never put me on. You know what I'm saying? And he feels like that's one of his major pitfalls as to why he doesn't get the publicity and the exposure that he deserves. But big ups to Wale, man. Just keep grinding, man. He has a love for music, or he just keeps doing it. All the hate over the years, people saying, "Oh, his album's not going to sell," and he was just so nonchalant and chill about his album not selling. He's just like, "Well, I shifted management during this time. He has his daughter to look after now. A lot of things have changed for him, so he just kind of was expecting, in a way, not to do so well. He knew the odds were against him." But still, he's just gonna keep putting out music. You know what I'm saying? And for anybody, I think Wale is needed in the industry right now. He's definitely somebody that we should definitely be paying attention to, just for the fact that you may feel like again, you put in that work and you're not where you want to be, but that doesn't mean you're not working hard. You motivation or inspire somebody else. So, all right, so let's get into track by track. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I listed my favorites. I listed my least favorite tracks. One of the first tracks I want to talk about, let's go through this track list. And like I said, the team of producers on this one was definitely, they're not like, they're major names, okay? But as far as producers go, let's start with Thank God. So Thank God, like I said, it had an old school vibe. I can recall in recent hip hop history how many times this has been sampled, underground and mainstream. But y'all, if any Tupac fans remember Better Days when DJ Quick did the late night flip for that sample, again, that's reminiscent of that. That's been used a bunch of times in recent years in mainstream music or whatever. Producers on that one was Cool and Dre. You know what I'm saying? I definitely felt that it was a really smooth vibe. There's one thing about this album, it really doesn't have like super, super turn up cuts on it. But it definitely has some stuff that you can, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, get in the mood. You can still turn up to some of it. You can still get in that mood that you want to get into. But, okay, so Thank God we get Cool and Dre. We get an old school vibe. Running was comical. You talk about a comedic rapper. This is where the comedic side of Wayne and Wale come out. They have some funny comments about, like, liposuction or something. Like, listen to that track. That one was that one was produced by Spins Beats. Spins Beats was, producer on that one. So Running was cool. I like Wayne's verse on it. I think you could argue if Wayne was lyrical or not on this track, but one thing I like about Wayne is definitely his delivery. Wayne's delivery was definitely on point. It really stood out. And that's what I'm talking about with Wale. Like, Wale doesn't, to me, have a distinctive sound, like a delivery to his voice. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as Wale, if I listen to Wayne, if somebody had like a little psychological test and how they put your headphones on, oh, I'm just thinking back to some shit. But anyway, say you had a psychological test and somebody would like play artist, name this rapper, name this rapper, name this rapper. I can name Wayne, you can name Pac, you can name Biggie, you can name Migos. You can even point out Migos, like they have a distinctive delivery. You could kind of, you could get a Migos, you could get a T.I., right? You could get a Andre 3000, you could get a Big Boy, you know what I'm saying? But as far as Wale, he doesn't have like a distinctive quality to his delivery when I listen to his music. You feel me? That's like, and this album did not even make that any better, because on a lot of these tracks, he's emulating a lot of the sounds that's out, a lot of the artists that's out. Like, he sounds like Migos on a lot of track. He sounds like Drake on a lot of track. This was one where when I first heard it, without looking at the feature list, like who's featured on the track, I would have thought it was Wale, Wayne, and like somebody else. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't stand out. But as far as production, it has some moments to make you laugh. Like, the comedic side of rap music definitely comes out in this. It has a really cool vibe to it, like a really cool like beat, you know what I'm saying? It just was real smooth and laid back, just like Thank God. It was just like on the same kind of plane. We get into Scarface. This was actually probably, I would say, my top favorite track on that album, Scarface, Scarface Rose Gotti. That was produced by I think Wale and Go Grizzly. This one had another like kind of laid back vibe to it. It had like a kind of, this is like some really like pop type shit to me, like the way this sounded. But definitely as far as like lyrical abilities, there was nothing that really stood out to me. This is probably an album though. I'm not saying that because Wale is slick with wordplay, and he will not fail to tell you that. If you see interviews and stuff, he'll be like, look, like, he'll stress that to you. But like for this one, it's probably an album you gotta listen to like maybe a few times before you pick up lines. It's like, oh yeah, I get what he was saying, or what the fuck was he saying, because that shit was slick. It's definitely one of those, like, on Scarface, Rose, Gotti. My Love, okay? My Love. This is the controversial joint. And I actually listened to it and I didn't get the reappropriation. Again, needle dick. Okay, you were fucking wrong, okay? It's not My Love, okay? Like, and you look so fucking smart, man. You look like Bill Nye's assistant or something. Like, bro, like he looks he looking mad smart, man. Like, but after this comment, I could clearly tell. But I feel you probably didn't like research him enough or whatever. But this definitely has like Wale broke his ass down. Like he was breaking down like the whole Nigerian cultural, dynamics in the song, and like pointed out, tagged all these other like African motherfuckers, like they was going in. Oh my god, needle dick. But okay, back to the music though. So My Love, like for real, My Love, definitely a joint that you could picture playing over and over. And I think it stands out from all the like, what I'm saying, like different kind of island songs out now. Like Drake does this strictly island dance hall, but Wale's definitely, you could get the Nigerian flavor. I think it's like the guitar or something in it. I'm not like a musical like expert in that, but it was definitely like the guitar sound to it's like, okay, like yeah, you could get, it has a different twist. It makes you think. You know what I'm saying? So as far as like the sonically, it makes you like, wow, I'm experiencing something different than dancehall or reggae, right? Okay. So My Love, okay, that's one. It features Major Lazer. Wizkid is an up and coming hot artist right now. I think like is a Nigerian artist. And Dua Lipe. I hope I'm pronouncing the name correctly, but y'all did y'all shit on that song. I like that one. Fashion Week with G-Eazy. Shout out the Bay. I'll fuck with the Bay. I want to go out there so bad. Listen, but this song Fashion Week was cheesy. This is like some shit you would hear on like what's that show? Empire. I almost forgot it because I started watching it like 5 fucking seasons ago. But Fashion Week is definitely one of those, like I could picture it's like a cheesy, like, come on, girl, like we talking about the female anatomy and all this shit, and like, what I'm saying, just common run-of-the-mill type of music, fashion. But it had a good vibe. I mean, it's something you could turn on if you ain't trying to feel mellow, you want to feel kind of turn, you could turn it on. But you could tell where Wale was kind of pushing the thing, like he was definitely fishing for a hit. I mean, I guess that's how you should compose an album on a mainstream level. You should be trying to like fish for a hit, but he was definitely like fishing for that mother. He was fishing like for them big ass fish, like a piranha. He was fishing because there's several songs like Fashion Week on here where it's just like he's just struggling to find a hit. And I think he said that in a recent interview, like, because MYPYT is like the lead single off the album, and he's like, it got some radio play, but the way the way he answered the question seemed like, he was really thinking about a hit. And, there's a lot of those on here was like, oh, this could be a hit. This could be a hit, So We Get Fashion Week is another one of those. Oh, did I say Columbia Heights? That's actually one of my favorite ones. But I love when the Hispanic culture fuses with hip hop. I mean, it's all hip hop. But this one was slick with the little Spanish words in here and there. And like, that's definitely something I think I like. Columbia Heights was over Fashion Week to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as like he had Jose Balvin, or was it J Balvin? Somebody who did the hook, and it was real slick. It had a lot of Spanish, flavor in it. So I was definitely feeling that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Who, you know what I'm saying? Just that vibe. I love when the two cultures come together. It really makes it something else. That one was actually produced by Don Cannon. Did I tell you Fashion Week was actually produced by Christian Rich? Again, I don't know like many of these producers. Maybe y'all are more familiar with with their music or whatever. Cocaine White. This one fits perfectly. When you think of cocaine, you think of the 80s, you think of sniffing lines, you think of that shit. He definitely drove that point home. It had like a little 80s vibe. I could picture Christopher Williams. It had a New Jack swing flavor to it. You know what I'm saying? And that definitely had like, that was produced by Said Big Ghost, DJ Money, all those motherfuckers. If y'all know any of those people, those are the ones who produced it. I'm not like big on them, but Cocaine White was another one that stood out. You know what I'm saying? Definitely just having that vibe, you know what I'm saying? Where, it's just like him, and again, not really wordplay. When I was listening to this album, when you listen to it, it's a mainstream album. It's not, if you want something more lyrical, if you want something, you really gotta dig. Y'all gotta dig, man. Y'all can't just be like having music come to you. You gotta go on SoundCloud, Bandcamp. Y'all gotta dig for this shit. But Cocaine White was one. As far as when I listen to mainstream albums, I'm in a thing where I listen to replay value, because I think from the average consumer's perspective, you want to listen to something that's something you could play over and over again, right? So that's pretty much what I was looking for. So as far as Cocaine White, that's definitely one where you could play back and play over and over again. You know what I'm saying? Here we come to this shit I don't like. Mathematics. If this ain't Amigos type of shit, like, and shout out Migos, man. Like, that's prolific. If you could put out some shit where everybody's just like copying you every fucking second, that's every fucking album has like Amigos quality to it. Like, that's amazing. Like Mathematics, and not just on Mathematics, but throughout this whole album, like Migos like bleeds through that whole like style of rapping. But that was produced by Kane Beats. It had like a dark piano. It's like a bad soap opera. It sounds like a bad soap opera, like some bad shit like that. Like Young and the Restless, the black Young and the Restless. I don't know. Fish and Grits was another one. I definitely didn't like. I think that's planned to be like another one of the lead singles, another one of the singles off the album, Fish and Grits. That was produced by Nez and Rio. Travis Scott was on it. I think they tried to like make it Travis Scotty, you know what I'm saying? Like trying to make it where he could fit into the mix and put his like his style on it, his stamp on it. That was definitely something. Fish and Grits. Definitely not my kind of flavor, you know what I'm saying? But that was, that was okay. I mean, whatever. If you like Fish and Grits, I didn't find it, anything that stood out to me. Fine Girl. Now, Fine Girl, Needle Dick. Fine Girl is what you wanted to talk about, motherfucker. Like, no disrespect. Shout out Needle Drop, man. They done a lot of successful stuff, but they needle dick for this one. Fine Girl was one that y'all probably wanted to say was like cultural reappropriation, the whole Drake shit. Like Drake is from Jamaica and Canada, and where else is he from? I don't know. Okay, Fine Girl was one of those. That's where you wanted to come in. This had like the whole like little like island, like, That's what Fine Girl was, and that was produced by Marseille Raison. I didn't like the DeVito and Alamede hook on it. I think if that's the one I'm talking about, I definitely didn't like that. I'm like, this sounds like some cracked out island shit. You know what I'm saying? That was just definitely one of those like run of the mill songs, in one ear out the other. For some people, it's probably good. Like, you like what you like, you do what you do. You know what I'm saying? You gotta live for you. And then that kind of rhyme. Maybe I should become a rapper. Anyway, Heaven on Earth was one with Chris Breezy. Get it, Bracken Breezy. Chris Brown was on the one for this one, produced by Super Miles. Super Miles, I don't know who that is, but this one was okay. I mean, he had his friends to help him out. You know what I'm saying? Trying to, again, fish for that hit, trying to fish for that one joint that everybody's just going to continuously play from now until September. You know what I'm saying? He had Chris Brown on there. It wasn't bad, though, because Chris Brown knows what he's doing. He's a professional. He does the damn thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he did what he had to do. You know what I'm saying? Now we get to more of my favorites, like My PYT. Again, that was some slick shit. Wale really, giving out, his ode to the old school, because you got the you got the Michael Jackson and you got the Marvin Gaye kind of mashup on this one. This one was produced by the Dope Boys. I really think this was whoever's on his team, like that was it made sense to choose this as a lead single. It's not blowing up the radios, but it's definitely something I'm gonna go back and listen to this again. It's something I'll probably put on like my favorites list on Spotify or whatever streaming service or whatever. Definitely My PYT was my favorite, one of my favorites. I definitely like DNA. DNA was another one. That was produced by Lee Major. DNA was one where, but you know, again, it's all about what you like. You know what I'm saying? So overall, this is like something I, you know, would definitely replay. I don't like a lot of numbskull like mumble shit. You know what I'm saying? You might be one of those, and it doesn't mean that, you know, that's just sonically how I take it in. You feel me? DNA was another one that was good. He wraps up the album. Now we get, so the whole album. All right, here's my thing. So the whole album, Wale is really not saying anything deep. We get like, you know, the you know, he always constantly references his street cred, being a hustler coming out of the DMV. Shouts out, you know, he gets shouts out to the DMV. He reminds you of his accomplishments. He reminds you of linking up with Lady Gaga and all the stuff he's done throughout his career, how he stays consistent, fuck the haters, like all rappers say. You know what I'm saying? One thing he did is he sang too fucking much. Why is everybody singing, man? Fuck, like Drake, like he started this shit. It's not like like some of the songs where Wale's like singing on the hook. Like, what's one song he's singing on the hook? I'm trying to remember. It was one song he's singing on the hook. There's a couple of them he's singing on the. I think it's Scarface, Rose, and Gotti. Yeah, I think that's one of them where he's singing on the hook, and it's like you want to take. There's probably points on the album where he's like real serious and he's like trying to, like, he's stressing to you, like, you know what I'm saying, trying to make real serious points, but it comes across as funny as shit because the way he's singing is like somebody singing in the shower, like, don't drop the soap, Wale, like don't Wale look like a Coast user, but he got money. He probably don't use Coast. He probably use like Dove or some shit, like something that's real soft on the skin. But he's singing too much on the hooks and stuff. It's kind of like it comes off as comedic. It's like, I want to laugh, but it's like, no, I don't want to laugh. No, I want to. No, I feel you. You know, you get these mixed emotions because of the sing-songiness. Because everybody's singing. He wants to make an album that's commercial. Everybody could feel it. Everybody could relate to it. So, but he was definitely too sing-songy. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, one thing I did want to go ahead and just wrap up with too, because we went through all the tracks. Smile, that's what I was saying. So I was talking about content. And like I said, it's just kind of run-of-the-mill content, just pretty much, you know, the same kind of content everybody's spitting. And then Smile wraps up where Wale is definitely trying to, he's talking about Black Lives Matter. He's being a little more conscious. There are also points where he does deviate from the run-of-the-mill type of what's popular now shit, and he gets into a spoken word kind of background. You know what I'm saying? There was one track, I want to say it's DNA. Y'all correct me, please comment on us. You know, imtheindustry.com. You can even go on our website and comment. Like, this is a platform where y'all could actually say stuff. Like, if you go to mtv.com and say, oh, I don't agree with this motherfucker, like, fuck him, I don't like what he said, the MTV doesn't care. They're going to air it again. They're not going to even read your comment. But with I Am the Industry, you know, a big brand that's coming up will definitely respond and reach out to you and respect what you got to say. Actually, this is episode 25, by the way, episode 25. But if you follow us, Louder Than Music Podcast, at Louder Than Music Podcast, you could definitely drop your comments on the, you know, on the episodes that you checked out or that you peeped or that you felt what somebody said or you don't agree with what somebody said. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. If you an up and coming artist too, and you want to like reach out to us, like, yo, put me on, like, what, you know, what's your pricing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we out here, you know. Another follow us at I Am the Industry Music Co. So that's, yeah, I Am the Industry Music Co. CO. You can also follow us there. Definitely leave comments or whatever you if you're an artist or not an artist, just come in, man. It's all family. Join the conversation. Nobody's like hating or whatever. You could say what you feel. You could be like, don't put this motherfucker on the podcast again. I don't like that shit. You could say that. Nobody care. Like, just get on here and talk. So those are definitely two places. And also our website, imtheindustry.com, where you can check out album reviews. You could do whatever you want to do. Like, if you're an artist, like I said, we got packages for you. If you're a viewer, you love music, just read some of our stuff. Help us get better by telling us what we need to stop talking about, what we need to talk about, all that kind of different stuff. So yeah, and again, like I said, you can follow me at mainstream underscore music underscore is garbage. Get it cracking, get it bracking, get it popping. Follow me there. All right. So anyway, back to the Wale album. Smile, like I said, was the last album. He's the last song on the album. He's definitely getting conscious. It's kind of a little emotional kind of turn up, a little emotional track for you. Like I said, he's getting conscious. He's talking about current issues. The production was by Pro Reese. The production, like it is a little emotional, you know, as far as replay value on that one particular track. You probably don't want to keep playing that over and over, you know what I'm saying? If you don't want to feel so sad and whatever, but this is Wale really like reminding you, like, yo, I'm just not about frivolous shit. Like, I'm not just trying to be put on. I still got my poetic roots, like he did with that one joint with Marsha Ambrosius on his first album. That one, what was it called? I forgot, Down and Out or something. That one was real dope. But he took a whole spoken word section just to like go into like talking about women or the hurt woman and all that stuff. And he does this again on this album. He has moments where he just definitely breaks out into his spoken word, kind of like poet part of himself. And then again, you get the same with Smile, where he's reminding you that he's conscious and that he knows what's going on. So it's not just all about the club. Wale's not just all about the club. He's out here also, you know, a regular person experiencing the things that we do. So overall, like I said, I give the album an 8. Definitely liked it. I feel like there's definitely some tracks that you could replay over and over again, whether you're in a club or whatever. Definitely an album. Is it memorable? Is it a classic? No, it's not a classic. You know, it's definitely something for the summer. But like Wale said, like, and that's why you got to respect his work ethic. Whether you feel good, whether you feel bad, your ass better show up to work. If this pays your bills, you better show up to work. And that's what Wale did on this album. Like, he knew the odds were against him. There's a lot of stuff going on in his life, but he still came out and put an album out. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. The album is Shine. You can stream it, buy it anywhere. You don't even have to shout out where you can stream it because he's such a major artist. But Wale Shine with I Am the Industry. Okay. Once again, please blow up our comments, man. Check us out on iTunes. It's Louder Than Music. And we out. Peace, 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 peace.